Hello and welcome to the Backpack with Brock India Diaries. My journey through India was pretty chaotic most of the time, and sometimes just walking down the street was enough of a challenge, let alone pulling out my camera to film myself doing it. As a result, there's a few gaps here and there in India when it comes to my video footage, and therefore we're going to switch things up a little bit, and I'm going to talk you through my journey through India, along with some footage of what actually happened. So, if you'd like to join me, let's begin India. In Kathmandu, Nepal, I hop on my flight with Jet Airways, which takes me to the Delhi International Airport. At that point, I transfer to the domestic terminal and hop on my flight with Jet Light. This plane takes me to my final destination, Bangalore, India. A mere seconds after being welcomed to India, the warnings begin. A few hours later, I noticed on the arrival screen that my newest travel buddy, Darren's flight had landed. With much anticipation, I stand at the doors, waiting to welcome him. And I wait. And wait. And wait. And wait a bit more until an hour later, Darren arrives. So as Darren and I are catching up and he tells me about his flight from Canada to India, all of a sudden he pulls a little surprise out of his backpack. It's my first Tim Hortons donut in 4 months. All the way from Canada to Bangalore, India. It tastes exactly how it's supposed to. Oh, so good. Every bite of that donut was delicious, but it came time for us to head to our very first hostel in India. I didn't know what to expect, but I've stayed in a few hostels on this trip, and this hostel was the worst yet. Shady room.
This is the room. Kind of looks like a prison barracks, but it's not.
I'm in prison!
Let me out! That's their version of air conditioning. It's a fan, not air conditioning. Drinking water, which you don't trust. There's the bathrooms, which also showers with those buckets. Little tabs, little bucket for laundry.
There was no reason for us to hang around at the Bangalore Youth Hostel, so we decided to head out into the streets of India. Just watch these next few clips and imagine yourself in the center of it all.
हम लोग सोचते हैं
First meal in India! I'm trying not to use my left hand. I'm supposed to. As we continued our walk through the streets of Bangalore, India, we got a kick out of some of the funny signs we saw along the way. No one in India wears a helmet. They also don't walk on the sidewalk. And apparently this is a very dangerous road. Is it just me, or is that skeleton smiling? Already feeling overwhelmed by the crazy streets of India, we needed a place that we could sit, relax, and take a breather from it all. That's when we came across the Gandhi Park. We had to pay a few rupees, but it was nice and calm, and there were statues of Gandhi all around us. There was Gandhi walking with a stick, Gandhi meditating, Gandhi doing something I couldn't figure out, and Gandhi chilling with some ladies. Our next discovery was this huge park and playground where many Indian families were enjoying the afternoon. The park even had this cute little train, and I think Darren and I were the main attraction. You can see a lot of people staring at us. If you've seen films like Slumdog Millionaire or documentaries, you probably are aware that India has a lot of slums, and so I expected to see street children, and in Bangalore, I saw my very first street child. Here he is. Okay, so in India, cows are sacred, and for that reason, they get to do pretty much whatever they want. They will stand in parks, block traffic, they'll even walk in restaurants and stare at you while you're eating. Here's a few examples of what I mean. Hello. This old girl was just hanging out in a back alley. And when we turned down this insanely hectic street, we discovered a cow that had officially taken over. Another 5 minutes down the street, we came to a huge intersection where these cows were, well, going for a walk. Having just been through Tibet and to Mount Everest, my sightseeing standards were pretty high. However, we took the time to check out this palace anyway and take our token photo. This is just one of the many rickshaw rides we would take during our 2 months in India. A thrill every time. Alright, so picture it. You're asleep. It's 5:30 in the morning. You're in a foreign place. All of a sudden, you hear this. And it freaked me out. While in Bangalore, we came across some more fabulous signs. This doesn't mean what you think it does. It was also International Noise Awareness Day, but the city was as noisy as could be. Even McDonald's was strange. This is a major fail on McDonald's behalf. Check out this awkward photo. I'm not loving it. Alright, so we'd been in Bangalore, India, a couple days now, and we did not want to spend another night, especially in the awful Bangalore Youth Hostel. So we tried to book a train. We were on the waiting list and we never got a seat. So we head back to our hostel. They are absolutely no help in terms of providing us transportation advice. And then a thunderstorm hits. A generator transformer thing outside blows up and is on fire. No one seems to care. So we hop in a rickshaw and we head to the bus station to try to find a random bus to take us to our next destination.
This is awful. We just paid way too much to hop on a bus to go to Madurai. It's raining. And one of us is going to have to sit in the driver.
Luckily, neither of us had to sit next to the driver. We each had comfy seats. And 10 hours overnight later, our bus arrived in Madurai, India. The next stage of our journey was about to begin. Next time on Backpack with Brock. We discover a paradise with a pool and some foreigners to hang out with. Then we make our way to our new home for the next 4 weeks, a little town called Sri Ballibatur. If you enjoyed this video, you can hit like, leave a comment, or you can subscribe by clicking on me. Thanks for watching.